We start off here on Oxford Street because we're coronation ready, and welcome to London Visited 2023 for the pre-coronation of King Charles III. So let's show you around London and see how London has got ready for the coronation, which happens on Saturday the 6th of May. And if you're watching this after, this is what London looked like before. See, covering all bases here. Right, so there we were down by Selfridges. Don't worry, we'll be going in Selfridges a little bit later to see what they've got to offer. But how about this? Crowns on the top of some of the bus stops down Oxford Street. How more coronation ready can you be? Now talk about uniformity. We've got these flags going across the top here at Oxford Street where it meets Regent Street at Oxford Circus, but you'll also see them throughout today's video because they're all over the place as well. So London has gone for a uniform feel with the same flags going across the roads in all different places. But stay watching because we've got lots and lots of other great things and places to show you around London where they've got coronation ready as well. So this video was filmed in the week just before the coronation because beforehand none of this was up at all. So London has come to the coronation being coronation ready quite late to the picture. I thought actually, to be quite honest, would have a lot of this stuff up ready to go beforehand. Right, we're now looking up Regent Street. So we're looking up the beautiful arch that swings round from Piccadilly Circus. So whilst we're standing here at Piccadilly Circus with the big screens to our back, let's also look down Lower Regent Street. And as you look down, you can see the Houses of Parliament and the Victoria Tower off in the background there. Now, not only are we going to show you a lot of the different streets and squares and the different things that have been arranged ready for the coronation, we're also going to take you into some of the shops as well. And of course, if you're going to go to a royal shop, why not start with Fortnum Mason? Now, at Fortnum Mason, they have got a couple of bits which are coronation ready, but there isn't that much. So, if you fancy getting some chocolates or alternatively some china with 2023, just to remember the year, so if you're using these in the next, 5 or 6 months, you'll be fine. But don't throw them away because probably be worth something in years to come. But you've also got biscuits, there you go, in celebration of the coronation of His Majesty the Queen, King Charles III. Do you know what? I almost said Queen there, didn't I? And then also seems to be a big theme here at Fortnum Mason is peacocks. So you've got quite a lot of the tins and a lot of the things here with peacocks red. And here, if you really want to go for it, you've got a musical biscuit tin. We can't really play you the music because actually we couldn't really recognise what it was, and it wasn't overly loud anyway. But I'm sure the biscuits inside taste absolutely beautiful. Now, they've got this bird theme that's going on throughout as well, and when you stand under some of the speakers, you can just about hear the bird sound going through Fortnum Mason, which is quite off-putting because a lot of the birds around London are sort of pigeons and seagulls, and you wouldn't want to be underneath those. Anyway, yes, it does look nice, doesn't it? I'll probably learn over the next few days there's a massive bird theme to do with coronations. Anyway, how about this golden orb in the shape of a teapot? Yes, it can only be at Fortnum Mason. Love it! Real tea doesn't come out from there. Now, I've still got to get used to this because we're used to ER with the 2 in the middle, but of course now it's the CR with the 3. This is the Burlington Arcade, and they've really gone for it. This is one of the most beautiful arcades in London if you ever get a chance to get in here. It's up off Piccadilly and it runs parallel with Old Bond Street. Yes, it's in that area. But what I really love is not just the banners up here, and you've got this one here with the CR 3 on it as well, but also the carpet, and they've got that on there as well. It just, I don't know, makes it feel rather special. Now this is a mega long piece of carpet because it's one continuous carpet from end to end, and right in the middle you've got that. There you go, so you know you've reached the middle bit, and it looks rather nice. By the way, this is Bollinger within the Burlington Arcade with a nice picture there, and of course lots of lovely bolly around if you fancy stopping and paying for one of those. Right, now here we're on New Bond Street, and really apart from a few flags, not too much that's been put up here, which I was quite surprised about because I thought some of the windows might really go to town on it. You've certainly got to visit these places so you can see what's here. Right, now we're in the heart of Mayfair. If you watched our live stream from a couple of months ago, we were standing outside that hotel with the yellow awnings, which is the Connaught. This is Mount Street, but more beautifully, how about this for a lovely floral decoration, which is just sort of sitting here. Yes, welcome to London. There's a number of these around, and we're going to bring you these between now and the end of this video. Across London for the Coronation, they're going to put up massive video screens in 5 different places, and this is going to be one of them, Grosvenor Square. So if you fancy coming down here and having your photo taken in this beautiful chair with these lovely flower arrangements around, what a great photo opportunity. Although I hope they take the chair in at night, otherwise it might get slightly damp with the dew and the rain. There you go, that's my practical side coming out. Right, this is Claridges Hotel. They're all set up as well. And we've got some amazing hotels to show you because not only have Claridges gone, but they've just put some flags on it. How about this? This is the Dorchester on Park Lane. And if you really want to make a statement, which is royalty, they've certainly done it here. So not only have you got these curtains going across each of the layers here, you've got a massive crown on the top, and it's just been done so well. So the top marks have got to go to the Dorchester for certainly going for it. Now, I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of very, very well-to-do people and people from all over the world staying here at the Dorchester whilst they're attending the Coronation. So that's probably why they've gone for it, but amazing. Now, if you're watching this and you're one of the people staying at the Dorchester, hello! And do us a favour, will you? Send us some photos from inside. I wonder how amazing it is inside. Right, this is where it's all going to be happening. Saturday morning, 11 o'clock UK time. And billions of people will be watching this place as King Charles leaves here, goes up the Mall, then down Whitehall to Westminster Abbey to be coronated. Or to be crowned, whichever way you want to do it. See these white tents? This is the world's press that will be bringing it live to you. So the TV studios of the world are situated here with their backs to Buckingham Palace. But also, as you can see, you've got the seating all set up as well. And there's nothing really going on here, but hundreds of thousands of people have just turned up already. And this is in the middle of the week before. Right, see the flag on the top? That is the royal standard showing that King Charles is actually in that building. There you go. Right, beautiful tulips. It must be springtime in London, worth the picture itself, but unfortunately there's too many people around to get a really, really good photo. But Buckingham Palace looking wonderful and ready as well. Now, this is of course going to be the main street where everything's going to happen. It's the Mall, it's that red road that the royalty take to go to and from Buckingham Palace. And as you can see, you've got people encamped out already for their spots for Saturday morning, and they've already been there for a good few days. So people are really ready for it, and there's loads and loads of people sort of walking around and doing it. But that sort of gives you a view up and down the Mall, and as you can see, it's closed off to traffic, and you can't even walk up there, which is a real shame because I was hoping to give you a view. But what you can also see is you've got all the flags set up, but also you've got flags of some of the Commonwealth countries, of all the Commonwealth countries, going up and down the Mall already as well. Now, just off the Mall here, opposite St James's Park, you've got St James's Palace, which is one of the oldest palaces in London, and they've got guards and sentries all set up there as well, so it's always worth a visit if you're coming up to London. And we were just really lucky whilst we're here because they don't always have guards on duty outside of St James's Palace unless there are royalty staying there. So I would imagine that we've got some of the lesser known royalty staying here at St James's Palace because it's one of those places that they use when they're in London. And just whilst they're here, they thought they'd take a little bit of exercise. Oh, perfect timing. Thank you, guys. I really hope this video is giving you a bit of a taste for what London is like pre-coronation for all our fantastic community around the world. And this is for you guys. We wanted to bring it to you just to give you a feeling. So when you're watching the coronation on Saturday morning from anywhere around the world, and by the way, do let us know in the comments down below what time it will be, 11 o'clock here in the UK, where you'll be watching it from and what you'll be doing to celebrate. Also, how about this piece of street art just outside St Martin in the Fields, which is by Trafalgar Square. And this guy had been, well, I had a quick word with him, and he had been doing that for hours. So I gave him a little bit of money as a sort of a donation. Right, here we are in the world famous Covent Garden. The flags are up, and also they've got their floral tributes out as well. So they've really gone for it royal time with their flags going across both the north and the south halls here at Covent Garden. The fantastic thing about coming to Covent Garden is there's always something going on here, whether it be the markets, which is set up here, the Apple Market, which is always a beautiful little market to look around, or the street entertainers, which are always spaced around the Covent Garden piazza on both sides. And by the way, there's always something going on here on London Visited. So if you haven't subscribed yet, you know what to do. And also, if you love the video, give us a big thumbs up, because we're getting ready for the coronation of King Charles III on Saturday the 6th of May. Of course, if you're coming down to Covent Garden, you've got to pop down the road to Seven Dials. They've got their flags out, but it's a beautiful place just to come and mooch around. And actually, whilst I was mooching around, I hit one of my favourite coffee places, and that's coming up in a video later this month here on Monmouth Street. Just a beautiful place to be, and it's all ready for the coronation here as well. So I was quite surprised in London. I was expecting a lot more shops and a lot more places within those shops to have more sort of coronation related posters and things that are up ready to celebrate. And actually the streets are sorted, but actually a lot of the shops didn't have any acknowledgement of the fact there was a coronation happening anyway. I know it's to everyone's choice, but I thought as it's going to be here in London, well, why not? Right, let's go to the beautiful area of Belgravia. And this is just round the corner from Eccleston Yards, which is here, and again they've got their bunting up and they're ready for the coronation on Saturday as well. And it wouldn't be a surprise if they put a screen up here, because this is a natural place within London for people to come and congregate when things are going. This is Elizabeth Street. We showed you this very recently in our video on Belgravia, and as you can see they've got the flags up and down here as well. And where else could there better be in the world than a lovely sunny day walking the streets of London? Yes, it was one of those really, really fortunate spring days to come out and get what's going on coronation-wise ready for you. If you're coming to Belgravia, you may as well pop next door to Chelsea. And do you remember that beautiful floral crown that we saw over at Mayfair? How about this? This is on the King's Road. It's just been created locally and put here. So you've got the unicorn and you've got the lion. Yes, the King's coat of arms. Just here. Just sitting here ready for people to come and see on the King's Road. Fantastic. And what a great place to come and sit and have a coffee and watch the world go by. The Duke of York Square over here in Chelsea, which again we featured in one of our recent videos. I'll put a link to that in the top right hand corner on Chelsea. But one of the other great things that they've done, and they did this at Christmas, they've put one of these floral walkways taking you out of the Duke of York Square over by John Lewis. This is just beautiful, and it's just one of those places you want to walk backwards and forwards several times just to take in the smell and the sights. Right, here we're over at Mottcombe Street, which is also part of Chelsea and Belgravia, and again they've got the flags up here, but that's about it. But hey, who cares? Another great place to come and see London in the beautiful spring weather. Time to head inside. Yes, the food hall at Harrods. What have they got ready for the king? Well, interestingly enough, this little area. So if you fancy biscuits, or alternatively a bag, or of course English breakfast tea, then this could be your place. Yeah, okay. And also we're going to take you down to the gift department here at Harrods as well and show you what they've got down here. So if you want 50 tea bags, coronation tea bags, that's £12. You've also got these lovely tote bags, large navy ones. They're £40 a pop. There you go. It's certainly something to remember as you're spending your money. You've also got all different types of shortbread biscuits and biscuit selection here as well. Right, downstairs you've got these things. So there's different bits that you can get down here in the gift department. You can get a Harrods teddy, but don't worry, that's one of the teddies available. There's a much nicer one and a really, really beautifully labelled one for the coronation. And we'll show you that in just a second. So these are these lovely little teddies, and they are very soft with their own Harrods jumper sitting on them at £30 a piece. Alternatively, you can go for one of these type of tote bags. By the way, these are £50 a piece, and very nice, and you'll certainly remember the coronation for those. You can get different sort of scarves here as well. There you go, and you've got different prints on there. So you've got the Charles one on there, and they will cost you £65 a piece. And it's a horse and carriage silk scarf. Right, these are the lovely teddies that I was telling you about, and I like these ones because not only are they soft, but they've got these lovely bows around there, and they've got the reason why you can buy them at this time of year. I wonder if they go on discount sale afterwards. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Could be a prize coming to someone on this channel at some point. Who knows? Fortnum Mason, all very, very famous for their hampers. So if you fancy a coronation hamper with a bit of strawberry jam, a mug, some biscuits, tea, and also a tea towel, and also a tote bag thrown in, this will cost you the mere price of £236. Don't ask me where they get the price from. It's very, very precise, £236. But you can buy it. Alternatively, just go and get the bits that you want. Now, Harrods has got an all-round Christmas, all year round Christmas department here. And if you want a royal bauble, they've got one especially to celebrate the coronation. Don't worry, there's cushions coming as well, as you can see. We'll show you those. So you've got cushions galore, so if you fancy sitting back and relaxing with a King Charles III cushion, here we go, you can get one bespoke from Harrods, especially for you. There you go, God save the King, as they'll all say. And also, if you want something which is really outlandish, which you can put in your wardrobe for some time, how about a King Charles III Christmas stocking? Don't ask me, I'm only showing you this stuff, alright? You can put what you fancy in the comments down below. I'll answer it later. Right, here's some more cushions, some of which are repeated. But hey, how about that light blue one? That was quite nice, actually. And before anyone asks, no, I didn't dare lift it up to find out how much the price was. I thought I'd probably knock the rest of everything else flying. Okay, let's go from Harrods to Selfridges. What have they got at Selfridges? Not a lot, but once again, it's in the food department. But they've got a bit more in the selection of food. So you can get lots of chocolates, jams, and various other bits and pieces. And also special coronation biscuits as well. And I love the fact that they've packaged some of the London stuff, like this Melt and Make Chocolate London, which I must admit takes my fancy. Right, so if you fancy some sort of thin biscuits, there you go. And also they've got a mug as well. But the thing that really caught my eye is one of my favourite chocolates, which I'm going to show you in a second, handheld flags. They go 5 Union Jack handheld flags, bits of chocolate. But my favourite one is this one that's coming out. How about the King's Coronation Dairy Milk Bar, 850 grams. Oh! That'll probably keep me going for half the coronation, and then a big headache afterwards. Right, fancy some shortbread biscuits? There you go. You've got some lovely ones with pictures of King Charles on the front of them, and an old one. Did you see that? An old picture of the Queen from when she was very, very young there as well. So it's not just the shops that have got ready as well. How about the London Underground system, TfL? There you go, Bond Street. They've got the roundel there and they've put a crown on it. And they've also got posters around as well, which are very, very well done, celebrating the coronation on the 6th of May. So what did you think? What was your favourite place where they are coronation ready? Do let us know in the comments down below. And also, where are you going to be in the world watching this from? And what will the time be when the coronation starts at 11 o'clock UK time? And if you love things royal, here's the Royal Chapel from the Tower of London in the video in the top right hand corner for you.